University Pictures present obviously not a film about grammar.
A Saturn that is way too close.
Presents Why the Fuck Does the Earth Have Rings Now? Oh, God!
Why does it all lean into one side?
Well, time to die.
A present from the boss.
What a dick.
To be used twice daily as a memento. How time flies. A funny present? Well, it's all according to what you mean by funny.
I find nothing funny. My life is meaningless.
In fact, it has to do with a very serious problem.
Feline AIDS.
Grains of sand in this hourglass have been carefully measured.
Like 1 by
10
1?
minutes.
Yes,
The
that's
length
my
of a
job.
coffee break.
Please, kill me.
Problem?
Hurry, 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 hurry!
Seems like some people just don't know how to tell time, and according to the boss, it's costing the company thousands of dollars every year.
Those people will be made an example of in the courtyard at high noon.
I like coffee.
When they will be forced bodily through a gigantic hourglass.
Well, I'm on a spot. It's up to me to figure out a way for the people to realize that a coffee break means 10 minutes, or 15 at the most.
And I've come to you to ask, bullwhip or cattle
It's
prod?
pretty big when it comes to dollars and cents. You'd be surprised, like I was in the boss's office.
No, we don't need to see it. Okay.
Is pointed up by the fact that today, more than 7 out of 10 workers are taking their coffee breaks.
So, boss, do you not have a
Compared with
chair?
Only half this number
It's a
10
power
years
move.
ago.
Dick straight to the face.
Now listen to this.
God, I love him.
The hot cups of coffee enjoyed by about 27 million Americans is costing industry.
I bet the
more than
corner
$1
of your
billion
desk smells like your asshole.
Now think of that. Over $1 billion.
What do you think of that, everyman?
Those national figures for you. Thousands of industries, millions of people.
Well, let's bring it down
Yeah,
to our own
let's
level.
zoom out from that
What
face.
would you guess a coffee break is costing us?
And go.
You're really serious about this, aren't you?
We're not a big operation, Joe.
It's just you and me.
400 people on the...
Quit taking long coffee breaks!
Even
You hear me, you ginger fuck?
But the coffee break is costing us at least $30,000 a year.
What?
What?
$30,000.
He enunciated every letter of that word.
And it does happen. Is for half of our people to take an extra 10 minutes. Now figure it up. A daily loss of $130 multiplied by 242 working days in the year. Go on, figure it out.
Now, does that number work out to be more or less than the value of human dignity?
Coffee break is almost an American institution. You can't just call them off. You'd start a revolution.
That or,
About
unions.
the break itself. That's another 10 minutes, another 30,000. I'm talking about the abuse of the break. The 30 grand I don't think we should have to pay.
We pay them to go on break?
Now, there's more to this than meets the eye.
You can say that again, a lot more. For the past 2 weeks, I've studied the coffee break habits of our people.
I set up a duck
Now, that
blind
10
in the
minute
break
stretch
room.
When they get their hands on the cup of coffee, what happens before and after is a matter of small concern, to them that is.
I just want to kill them all.
But then I'd have no slaves.
Hey, Mac, it's about that time.
Hey, he works with Red Foreman. Better watch out for a boot in the ass.
Got a match?
I think so.
I must have left mine at the bowling alley last night.
Here we are.
Hey, would you mind, us taking a long way around to avoid that duck blind? I keep getting shot in the ass every time I walk by it.
I don't know what's in there, but I keep hearing it grumbling. Money, money, money.
How much the thing's wasting in bullets.
Damn ungrateful employees soaking up my bullet budget.
For coffee!
Time to put my shoes and pants back on.
So that's what the smell of the office was.
Oh, that guy's filming our feed again. Just hurry.
Oh, didn't know Quentin Tarantino did PSAs.
And that's the way it starts. Somebody leaves early, First thing you know, they're all gone.
Fortunately, no one likes me.
Almost.
This is the largest flask I've ever seen.
Also doubles as a marital aid.
Well, maybe they do avoid the rush. Maybe it's better if they don't all go at once.
Sure. Except for the fact that on the way,
Hey, Frankie boy.
We got shot in the ass. Could you pass us up?
What's up?
We gotta get this thing. I'll be through in a minute.
Take your time.
Hey, Frank, you mind if we wander around in here and touch all your things with our grubby hands?
Frank?
Yeah?
What's this? Something new?
This is my pride and joy.
Well, it's a fun. What is it, though?
It's the problem. They asked him, like, what's he doing? He just stood there, motionless, non-speaking for hours.
time has a way of getting away from us, Joe.
Do you value your kids, Joe?
Those minutes that mean nothing to the employee cost this organization a lot of dough.
Do you think they'd be doing something more productive with that 3 seconds?
Do whatever you say. However, I do think that there's a danger of losing sight of the worker's viewpoint.
Okay, I go along with that. That's one of the reasons why you're here.
As the guy I hired to hunt my employees.
Needed to start kicking some teeth in, Joe.
Well, Al, the average worker thinks of himself as being chained to a desk with mountains of work around him that never gets done.
Gosh, they can't even afford all the regulation numbers on that clock.
On the wall with the magic hours of 10 and 3 is a key to momentary freedom. And he needs that freedom.
Freedom is for the weak.
You're overplaying it. We all have to conform to rules.
Well, then what are we going to do with all the chains we already have?
True, but that's too general. Let's nail it down. Monotony is our problem. Monotony can cause a worker to forget logic
And go
common
into a
sense.
berserker blood
Coffee
frenzy.
break stands for something. Take it away, and it suddenly becomes very important.
They took a coffee break away from the workers across town, and in 15 minutes, they'd peeled the boss like a banana.
All I'm asking is that they take their 10 minutes and let it go at that.
Okay, but is that possible?
And do you like your teeth where they are?
Well, that sounds like a leading question, but let's have it.
Well, if the worker has only 10 minutes, is it possible for him to get to the place, get his coffee, and get back in that length of time?
Does the break room need to be 3 miles away?
Joe, but that's not my problem.
Well, it isn't, and yet it is.
Bitch.
If the situation results in
I see
lost
your
time.
point.
Very chunky. You should see a doctor.
Suggestions?
What about coffee dispensers located in certain areas?
No good. Amalgamated tried that.
And they got hit by a meteor.
Stood the expense. Had an attendant come in twice daily. And at first, everybody thought it was a great idea.
They hired a chef to work the spout on that coffee machine?
Was a great guy. But it wasn't long until...
This is coffee?
Tastes like someone filtered it through an old pair of gym socks.
Every day. Gee, what a chintzy outfit.
And it wasn't long before human nature began to show through in other ways.
They started wanting me to replace the filter more than once a month.
And stop pooping in the hopper.
That poor man just pass out over his project?
The company
That was some
sponsored
really
coffee
bad
break has a
coffee.
few of its own. But getting back to this matter of ample time, I'd be more lenient
Hey, just came in from the front, huh?
from having to wait for service.
You wouldn't believe the rack on this broad.
Situation.
Then I swizzled the nipple and twicked it in this way, and then slapped and then twicked it again. You guys know what twicking means, right?
Jake the foreman, you know Jake the foreman?
Yeah.
Me and Jake get into it over a matter of policy. Can you imagine
What is going on with your hands?
me how to run the shop? Can you imagine that jerk telling me how to...
please.
I'll tell you, listen, there's two things that...
When they take too long at the coffee break, they start yakking and slipping the knife into each other like a bunch of old women.
Murderous old women.
And Al, it can be a place where business is transacted.
What, at work?
Oh, sure,
Explain.
It can be a period for goofing off, but it also can be a good thing. A time when your people get to know each other. That's good. Don't you work better with people you know?
No!
If you're working around strangers, you spend a lot of time trying to size them up.
Well, you're a worthy opponent, I'll say that. But now let's consider one of my pet peeves.
People.
Women. Of course, they all have to stop by the powder room.
powder room.
Their 10 minutes is gone with a cigarette and putting on a new face.
Joker style?
Harry's Diner or the Waldorf. It's all the same. You never know who might be there. And talk about the grapevine. Brother, this is where the original seeds are planted.
Yeah, women. That's where babies come from.
You need the talk again?
Is that all too often the few that fear each other get in their own little circle.
You guys have a diner at your job?
Diner in the powder room.
And where do they go on the way back to the office? You guessed it.
The
powder
shitter.
room again. And all the readiness procedures and the countless little adjustments known only to a woman.
We demand it of them and then complain when they do it.
Men, aren't we fucking assholes?
Oh, she's doing something wrong.
Leg's still there. Let's check the left one.
The circus is different than what I remember.
Al, for the first time in our whole discussion, you're on tilt. Do I detect a bit of personal prejudice?
Do I detect someone who kills women at rest stops?
What I've said.
You seem like an incel.
People take from 30
You have a
to 40
fedora
minutes
somewhere,
for a
don't
coffee
you?
break.
Yeah, you do.
No.
I can remedy that.
No, Joe, they're good workers. Otherwise, you'd have had their names long before this. No, there has to be another solution. This is human nature.
I'm trying to break it.
Now, you're the expert, so I'm giving you the problem. And I'm expecting a solution.
To human nature?
Now, you may have an educational problem on your hands. But one way or another, I want our people to realize management's side of this problem. The dollars and cents angle.
What is on that
Our
dresser
people
in the
must be taught
background?
not to take
I
advantage
think that's
of
like the
situation and just
three-piece
blow like
statue you need to get through a door in Resident Evil 4.
Anyway, polish my shoes.
Here's a present for you, Joe.
For me? Well, thanks.
Go on. Open it.
It's not my wife's head again, is it?
That's getting old.
I know you've seen one of those before, but this one's special.
Yeah, normally it has sand in it.
Instead of an hour, this one measures 10 minutes.
It is how long you have left
The
to live
theoretical
unless you
length
find
of
the
time of
antidote.
one of our coffee breaks. Now, I want you to use this twice daily, at 10 and 3, for the length of time necessary for you to come up with a solution to our problem.
But I'm pretty sure I could sell this to a pawn shop for a pretty penny.
Didn't see you down for coffee, man. I thought maybe you might be hurting.
Yeah, I'm hurting all right.
How's that?
Oh, nothing. Never mind. You'll hear about it soon enough.
This is a cup of coffee.
Thank you! Get the fuck out of here.
Fucking smart ass.
Well, at least it keeps me close to the problem. But it still leaves me with one vital unanswered question.
How do I kill my boss?
What can be done about it?
This is the problem. The guy thinks way too slow.
Thanks a lot, Calvin Company.
We're gonna find you, Calvin Company.
You gonna pay?
Even if you are hiding in Kansas City, we'll make that trek.
We'll suffer.
We'll find you.